These two Solar Warlock builds are some of the best builds in all of Destiny 2 Edge of Fate right now for solo portal ops as well as solo dungeon experiences. Hello everybody, it is me, some guy Gary, back to you again with another video, and today we have two of the best Solar Warlock builds I have been able to conjure up in Edge of Fate so far. They've gotten me to 314 power as well as multiple dungeon clear. We're going to start out with the Eunoia build. Eunoia is the new Solar Warlock exotic. Its armor perk, Consul's Pitch. Hellion projectiles deal increased damage the farther they travel, eventually fracturing into scorching shrapnel. So with both of these builds, the loadout can stay the same. However, I've been swapping between the Summoner Ahab Char and Yeartide Apex situationally. Izanagi's Burden is amazing for taking down Champ as well as doing some quick boss DPS. I'm also using Unwavering Duty, the machine gun, to help clear some ads and portal ops. Heading up to the Solar subclass, we're using Song of Flame, Healing Rift, Strafe Glide, Incinerator Snap, Healing Grenades, Touch of Flame, Hellions, Ember of Empyrean, Ember of Char, Ember of Torches, and Ember of Eruption. This build specializes in solo portal ops gameplay. You're able to clear ads very efficiently and fast. The Yeartide Apex with Heal Clip and Chaos Reshaped is a very solid weapon. We're going to name Yeartide Apex the Solar Recluse. Unwavering Duty is a solid weapon. If you can play Trials, win or lose, grab a roll of this gun. However, if you don't have one, use Outrageous Fortune, as it is also a great solar option this season. Over to the mod screen. Nothing too exciting here. We are using the 4-piece Lustrous set for both of these builds. 4-piece Cauterize, Rapid Solar Final Blows heal you, and 2-piece Photo Galvanic. Receiving healing temporarily grants your solar weapons increased flinch resist, handling, and reload speed. The seasonal artifact is also very important this season. Obviously, you have Unstoppables covered with not only Ignitions, but also the Izanagi's Burden. Two other artifact mods that are of note. Fever and Chill, rapid precision hits with solar weapons grant Radiant. Radiant Shrapnel, healing sustained weapon damage while Radiant or defeating a Scorch combatant with a weapon causes the target to release solar projectiles that deal damage and scorch on impact. So you got a lot of good solar options this season. I tried to make a Stasis build. Stasis was not cooking it for me. Solar has just been the most consistent for me. My stats on this build are nearly 150 solar and grenade. This build is more focused around solo dungeon experiences. It uses Apotheosis Veil. Insatiable is its armor perk. Immediately generate health, melee, grenade, and rift energy for you and your nearby allies upon activating your super. After your super ends, temporarily gain greatly increased melee and grenade regen. So what this means is you'll pop Song of Flame, and if you're using the grenade and melee, it's going to stagger bosses, making it almost impossible to die. After the super ends, you then just continue spamming melees and grenades, and that'll keep them staggered. So this build is super safe DPS, especially if you are a solo player. We're using Izanagi's Burden again, as well as the Summoner, and Outrageous Fortune fits this one better if you're doing DPS with bait and switch. This is a super solid DPS strat, especially for those longer damage phases. However, even if you're not able to get a long damage phase in, this is a very safe DPS option, and it'll still put in some pretty hefty numbers. Hopping up to the subclass screen, Song of Flame, Healing Rift, Strafe Glide, Incinerator Snap, Solar Grenades this time, Touch of Flame, Hellions, Ember of Mercy, Ember of Empyrean, Ember of Searing, and Ember of Torches. Over to the mod screen. Nothing of note really here again, but here it is. And then same deal, you're going to want the exact same artifact perks here. We're also using the 4-piece Lustrous again. I do have 100 grenade, 100 super, and 100 weapon stats here. Stats probably don't matter too much as you are focusing on your super. It's probably a decent idea to have 100. Anyways, guys, it has been some guy Gary, and these are the two best solo Solar Warlock builds in Edge of Fate. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please drop a like, a comment, subscription, and let me know what you would change, and let me know what you guys are using in the comments below. Bye-bye now.